it's Lee from coloringqueen.net, and today I've got the latest colouring book from Kanoko Egusa, the Japanese artist that has previously brought us two full-size colouring books, one of which I'm comparing this one to, and one postcard book. Now, her latest colouring book, Symphony of Cute Animals, this is a bit different from her previous colouring books. As you can see, it is smaller. And unlike her previous books that had a coloured background on the paper there and line art, this one actually has a coloured cover. So Symphony of Cute Animals has a cream dust jacket on it, which has a slight texture to it. It's got that fold out flap, and then a card cover. It's not laminated, so that card will get dirty. And then it has that beautiful coloured printing on it. Now the paper is medium quality. It's a white colour, but it's not exactly a bright white. Now, as well as being smaller sized, this book also has less pages than her two colouring books previously. They each had 92 pages and this one has 88 pages. Now the line art is adorable as usual. It's a beautiful dull black and a thin to medium line. There's some little texture marks throughout. Many of the images we've seen previously, like this one that featured in the Colouring Heaven magazine, that was a special that Kanoko did. And some of the other images are reminiscent of her previous colouring books. So many of these book images will look familiar to you if you have the Colouring Heaven magazine or if you have her other books. I'm not sure how I feel about the smaller size. I know that it will make getting pictures done quicker, but I'm not too sure about it, to be honest. And I've only just got the book and it's not folding down that well for me, but I'm sure once that spine loosens up and it gets a good cracking, then it's going to fall down just fine. Or fold down just fine, I should say. So we've got a nice variety. We've got the cute animals everywhere in every page, but we've also got lots of other things to colour, like flowers and rainbows. Some scenes are more wallpaper based or with lots of detail, like the background here, whereas others, you know, have room there for you to do your own background. I like these sorts of little images because you can do sort of one at a time. And we've got ocean scenes, we've got scenes above water, lots of cute little kitty cats. And I really love her artwork. I don't know though, I think I still like the larger size format though, because I like a little bit of OCD. I like things all the same size. So I'm not sure how I feel about the new smaller format, although it would be easier to get the picture finished quicker. Isn't this gorgeous? They're so quirky, these images, and there's so many cute little animals. There's Millie. And if you're wondering where Millie is, she's asleep. This is a cute one, great one for Halloween. Look at all these cats having a party. So yeah, a lot of the illustrations do run into the ditch there. And the binding is super tight at the moment, so until it loosens up, it's going to be a little bit hard to get through, but that's okay. So cute, these images. Lots of nice little foods there. And lots of quirky designs. Nice double page spread. That might be nice for Christmas or Thanksgiving. Some more Christmas images. I like this one. And some of the line art gets really faint when she's showing texture. So I guess it produces a more painterly effect when you're colouring it in. I love this one, isn't it cute? Little bunny doing some needlework. Look at all these delicious cakes to eat. Makes me feel fat just looking at it. Now, many of these illustrations are very similar to the work that she's previously shown us, but they're still gorgeous. I do feel though that some are just too close to the tops of the page, and again it makes me wish for the previous format, but at least I'll get the page done quicker. I know I've said that a few times about the sizing, but I'm really set in my ways and I'm really a bit OCD about sizing. At the back we've got some lovely little treats. So we've got the postcards, and there's writing there on the back for you to use them as a postcard. Of course, I could never bear to send them to anybody, so I'll be keeping mine. We've got the gorgeous little froggies. And Happy New Year with the little piggies on it. And then we've got our beautiful little message cards and ornaments. And again, that card craft cover, the fold out cover, it's got a slight texture to it. I'm a bit worried that that might get dirty. And that's it for our symphony of cute animals. Just stand by and we'll test out some mediums on this colouring book and see how they perform. So first up, I'll try my Prismacolor pencils. So the Prismacolors go on so easily, I'm surprised, because usually you have to do a few layers to get colour, but not with this book. It just goes on like a dream, and it kind of surprised me a little bit. Now for the polychromos. Now the polychromos go on really well as well, but the white doesn't seem to go on as well as the Prismacolor pencils, but let's try it over the Prismacolor. Seems to go better with the Prismacolor pencils than with the Faber-Castell. But to me, the Prismacolors were far superior than the Faber-Castell, but they both went on really well. As usual, I'm colouring standing up, so it's just rough to see how they perform. I'm just going to try some Faber-Castell Classic pencils, just the ones in the red box. They usually go really well on the Asian colouring books, and they go on lovely and soft. They got a good colour to them, and they're only student grade pencils, so well worth considering if you have some. Now let's try some Inktense pencil. Now the paper is not watercolour paper, so obviously it's going to buckle up, and I can see that it's already buckling, but it hasn't damaged the other side at all, and nothing's coming through. So if you are careful with your water and practiced first, you should be able to use your watercolours, but remember, it's not watercolour paper. Now alcohol markers will bleed through, but water-based markers should be fine, just like the Inktense, but make sure that you practice on a spare bit first, and bear in mind that you might be more heavy-handed and it might go through to the other side. I can see a slight shadow on the other side, but so far the page is not damaged. But I think if I added another lot of water to that, then I could run the risk of it damaging the other side of the paper. So that's it for the quick test of some different mediums on A Symphony of Cute Animals by Kanoko Egusa. The links, as usual, are below the video. Until next time, stay safe and happy colouring.